What's up, bros, gaming bros and hoes? We are here, Public Gamer Broadcast, playing Borderlands 2.
Wait a minute.
I'm Brad Murphy, and with me I have...
Now I can get off this glacier.
Dot.
Sam Nicholson. Sorry if I sound a bit sick, guys. I got a bit of a cold, but that's not going to stop me from doing this walkthrough.
Yeah. We're playing this game. It's going to be really difficult because I'm not used to doing it live commentary. I don't know if Sam is. This might be a train wreck. But anyways, this game's been out for a while, so we figured, you know, it's been out long enough that we're finally prepared. We've been playing the game for the past year, studying up on it. We're finally ready to do a let's play of this game. We feel prepared. But no, in all,
Borderlands 2 expert,
yeah, no, in all seriousness, we haven't played this in a little while, so if we're rusty, then so be it.
yeah, I haven't played this game pretty much since release, guys.
Yeah, we basically wanted to start putting some videos out. Hopefully, you know, if you've never heard of us before, then you should check out the Public Gamer Broadcast. It's an excellent video gaming podcast, and by excellent I mean it's usually a train wreck, but it's great anyways.
It's great listening. It's not always chock full with important information and news. A lot of it is kind of gibberish, but it's a fun listen. Like, definitely give it a go. But
Yeah.
what I'd like to know from you guys is how you found us. If you've never listened to our podcast, or even if you have, how did you come across us? Because we haven't really been promoting ourselves that much or anything. But we do have a few listeners, so if you could just email us at the Public Gamer Broadcast at Gmail, I think it is.
Gamer Broadcast email. I have no idea. We'll put in. I'll link in the email with the power of video editing. I will link in the email right here.
Actually, wait. This is on YouTube. Just tell us in the comments how you came across us.
Oh yeah. But anyways, yeah, what we're trying to do is expand out from just the weekly audio show and start getting some video content going for you guys. And this is what we're doing first. If we're getting some latency with this, we apologize. We are literally across the world from each other. It is midnight where I am, or just after midnight. I don't know where it is, what time it is, where Sam is. He's in Australia.
Yeah, 3:30 p.m. Yeah, just got home from school pretty much.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting recording around the world, but
it always makes for fun discussions that go for like half an hour with so many people. Oh, what time can you do? I can do this. Wait, no, I can't do that time. Oh,
this works for me. This works for me.
Whenever we're trying to, yeah, exactly. Whenever we're trying to like plan what time we're going to do everything for our podcast, like, because usually we want everyone to be on the show, which, you know, Ryan, Simon, Bastion, Brad and I, we can never find one time that'll work for all of us, so I don't think we've ever had everyone on the show at once.
No.
But, so it is kind of a pain in the ass, which might also make our uploads, especially to YouTube, not always regular. It might not always be a set day and time because of that. So, try not to count on that too much, but we'll try and make it as regular as possible.
But yeah, anyways, we're in here. I guess what was that, I forget what the name of that bad guy is that just ripped out Claptrap's eye, but we're going to, I guess that's the first quest in this game.
Yeah, first quest in this game. I remember doing it. I thought, oh, this is going to be really hard, because I played Borderlands 2 before I ever played Borderlands 1, but yeah, I didn't find it too difficult. But
you didn't realize that it kind of it walks you out easy. It doesn't kick you in the balls right from the start. It's not Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'd like to know, because we're playing this, like, why do you like Borderlands, Brad? What kind of draws you to it?
You know, not to get into this too much, because this actually sort of broaches a topic of a show that I was working on, or that I was kind of mulling over in my head earlier.
Let me know if I'm gonna run into anything.
But I think some of the great things about Borderlands are, you know, the random loot and stuff like that from things like Diablo, and I think specifically with Borderlands 2 more than the original, I love the writing, which we are completely ruining by, you know, talking over it, but, you know, it's very witty. It's not like laugh out loud funny all the time, but it's just like clever enough to keep you like really entertained with all the characters. It's a cool world. The art style is awesome. It's the art style that I don't know how to name, but I just call it the Crackdown art style.
I just call it a comic book.
Yeah.
But I think that's fair enough. That's pretty much the same thing that draws it to me. I love the whole looting and finding random guns all the time, especially because there's so many. Oh crap! I didn't even realize this thing was here. Especially because there's so much variety of the guns and loot you can get. It's awesome. I just opening those boxes, seeing a green light on something just keeps me coming back, I guess.
Yeah, and not to mention just all the cool powers you get. We don't have them now because we just started, and you unlock them at what, level 5, I think.
That sounds about right.
But we are moving on through, trying to plow out this stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, trying to kick this tutorial mission in the ass. But also what I love about it is the grind to get your player like leveling up and stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of MMOs like WoW and how they do it, because that is a huge grind and you have to consistently be playing it and that to keep up with everyone else. But like this game, leveling up your character and seeing what it can do later on, I find that to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think one thing they definitely nailed in this game much better than the first one was just the feeling of actual like substantial progress being made with each of the perks. You take like sometimes you'll take perks that will like actually make a real like immediate apparent difference, whereas in the first game there were a lot of things where it was like, you know, you pick this perk and you get plus 5% to this stat. And I'm not saying those don't exist in this game, but there are more that are saying something like, let's say, plus 30% to some stat that you never even thought of. Like there are things in this game where it's like guns that get more accurate as you shoot them, as you've been seeing me use. If you're, I think you've been watching my video.
The creativity of like the levels and guns and stuff is awesome as well. Like all the different types of ammo and what the guns can do, and like, you know, the status effects. I think that's what they call that. I really don't remember. But all the stuff they can do in this game is awesome too.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. I guess we're going up this way. Yeah, one thing that we started to talk about right before we went on air was you were talking about naming your character. You always just name him Sam, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's if they're male, but yeah.
Yeah. And do you ever play as a female character?
My first ever playthrough of this, I played as a siren. Yeah, I play as female characters sometimes. I don't know why. Sometimes I just pick a female. It's like nothing to do with appearance or anything. I'll just decide to play as a female sometimes for a bit of variety. What about you? Do you ever play as a female too often?
I mean, I do sometimes. It's not super common. I don't really have a reason why. It's just kind of like, I think in the case of Mass Effect or something like that, like I like the male voice better than Jennifer Hale's voice in that game.
I think you're the minority on that one.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it sort of was very much like, I could see why if somebody only ever played like the third game or the second game, I can understand why they like Jennifer Hale better, because I think Jennifer Hale probably did have a better performance than those. But I think in the first one, I wasn't in love with her voice that much. I should just use a different gun in this thing. Anyways, but yeah, once I got started with it, it's like I'm not gonna restart just to get a different voice actor. Like the voice actor for male Shepard is perfectly, adequate.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine. But what influences you naming your characters in the case we can name them?
Oh, typically I go with Brad. If it ever gives me a default name, I mean, I usually, I don't want to say I always, but I usually go with the default name. Like, I just got a Link Between Worlds recently, and I just named it. I didn't change Link to something else. I just kept it as Link.
Yeah.
But if it comes to something like Skyrim, then I like to give, if it's a really ridiculous, over-the-top fantasy game, I like to give them names like really like just basic names like Bill McGuire or like Bob Stevenson.
Something that doesn't even fit the world, really.
No, something that's just like really ironically bland. Here, let's switch up our weapons here. I have unlocked the Natural Selection Annex. Cool, I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, it's giving
I have no idea what that is.
It's giving me all of these things. It's like, you unlocked free DLC.
Awesome. Initializing weapon display module. I really need to find a gun. Oh, I have two of the identical gun and I didn't even realize.
That's sweet. Let's get this going.
Yeah, I'm the same with naming characters. Like, if it's a default name like Link, if I was playing Zelda, I'm not going to rename Link because that's Link.
Yeah.
if I'm playing, you know, Skyrim or Fallout or something like that, where the character doesn't actually have a name, then I'll typically name it Sam.
Yeah.
Apart from when I was 12, I'd name it like, I don't know, like Boobs McGee or something like that, and think it was the most hilarious thing ever.
Yeah,
But
I named my Oblivion character Afro-American because I just thought that was a cool name. Because that was when I discovered I could spell things with like accents on the Xbox. I could use like squiggly lines over the characters and shit. That was kind of cool. But I don't know. Other than that, typically stick to like James Baker or something like that.
It's a long way to Sanctuary.
yeah, something is typical. Did you rename Shepard at all? Because I know you can change his first name.
It was John Shepard.
Yeah. I think I named mine Luke Shepard. Why I did that, I don't know. I just thought it had a better ring to it than John. I don't know.
Do you want the shotgun
Maybe
or
Luke, my
can I have it?
sci-fi name. Luke Skywalker. Whoa, where'd you find the shotgun? Oh. Let me pick it up. Okay, there we go.
Might want to take those shotgun shells.
Yep. Oh, I hate the shortage of ammo in this game. I'm always out of ammo.
Oh, really? See, I usually get a class where I can like upgrade the skills such that I never have to worry about it. Like in the original Borderlands, I played as I forget what the soldier. I think he had the turret. I think it was a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's
It
the
was a
guy.
black guy. Yeah, but it was in the first Borderlands, so it had like the shield or whatever, and
Oh, yeah.
you could get upgrades such that he would like have a healing aura and an ammo regeneration aura around him. And I basically had my like whole class spec'd out that I could just constantly fire and never run out of ammo. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was the opposite, especially in the first game. I never even really looked at my talent tree or anything like that. Actually, even in my first playthrough of this game, I just didn't bother with it too much. I kind of just played, and it made the game really difficult, but then in my second playthrough, I kind of played around with all that stuff a little bit more, and I was definitely better off for it, because I played as a Siren, and the Siren's skill tree like ends up being so cool once you upgrade everything, because of all their powers. One character though, like leading up into this game, I thought Zero would be cool. What's his number? The number class.
Yeah.
I thought all his skill tree
Assassin.
would be cool in that, but I reckon he ended up being pretty bland.
You know, my brother played as him. All I know about the assassin is this: that he makes the most annoying, because like, they'll say these like catchphrases whenever they initiate their ability or do something like whatever. He says the weirdest, most annoying shit. It's like horribly like cheesily written and even more cheesily delivered lines. It's like,
Probably intentional.
yeah, oh, I'm sure it is, but it doesn't change the fact that it's annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I
sometimes
don't
it's
even
like
remember what the Sirens one is.
so
what
bad
she
that it's
says.
funny, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's just so bad that it's just like, shut up, just stop.
We'll just shoot you in the head. It'll be quick.
It's like, I will kill you.
Hell of a lot less painful than what Handsome Jack.
I love the humor in this game as well. It's so well written. You probably can't tell much of it right now, even if there has been much of this point. I don't remember.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
because we're talking over everything, but
I'm just ruining it by talking over it, but whatever.
yeah, everyone watch
You
the
wanted-
subtitles for some funny points.
If you wanted to play Borderlands at this point, you could play Borderlands.
You would have
know,
played it by
it's-
now, for sure.
You can get it for pretty cheap, especially if you live in
Especially
the
on
United
Steam.
States of America right now, because it's probably going to be on sale for like $4.50 during Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Or on the Steam sales in a month, you can get it for like stupidly cheap.
God, I wish we had Black Friday or something like that here. I mean, we have Boxing Day sales after Christmas, but it's hardly a discount at all. It pretty much just makes it normal
goodness.
US prices. But Black Friday
Thanksgiving
would
is
be
the
great.
day where we give thanks for all that we have, and then Black
And then
Friday
the next day is when you get everything you have.
is where we go and we acquire all the things we don't have. Hey, can you pick me up? I was trying to pick up that. I was trying to kill that to get second wind. I'm about to die.
I was holding the button and it didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Good
God.
story.
Watch the gameplay if you could even see me on your screen. Sorry about that, Brad.
No, don't worry
We're a
about it.
great team straight off.
I know, right? Teamwork. Working together quite well. Oh, I lost a whole $8 that time.
Oh, god damn it.
It's gonna hurt
Actually,
me.
I remember my first playthrough of this, I played it pretty much by myself. And there was this one big robot thing I had to fight, which was definitely not designed to fight by yourself. I forget the name of it. It's when you're rescuing the black guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I played that by myself, and I spent so much money on respawns, I think I ran out of money eventually.
Yeah, the key is corrosive weapons. If you don't have a corrosive weapon, you'll hit a certain point in this game where you're just fighting all Hyperion mechs, and you'll just get your shit tossed if you don't have any corrosive guns.
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep this shit going.
Let's roll. What's your thoughts on Claptrap as a character? Do you find him annoying or lovable?
Oh, I love Claptrap. I don't get the people who don't like him. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna make this judgment call right now. You guys are soulless jerks. Claptrap is great.
Looks like I'm a soulless jerk. I can't stand Claptrap.
I think that they did. I think it was a bit like self-indulgent at certain points in this game. There are certain specific lines where it's like, "All right, Claptrap, we get it. You're Claptrap. Ha 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 ha." But for the most part, I love him.
I liked him in the first game, but I think they over Claptrap in the second.
Yeah, I think that that's what Anchorman 2 is gonna be like. I feel like it's just,
you've pretty much ruined that for me. I never thought of that.
I'm totally excited to see it. I'm totally gonna watch the hell out of that movie, and I'm probably gonna love it no matter how good or bad it is. But it's like, it's probably gonna be just playing way too much on what the original did, and just being like, hey, get it? We made this movie called Anchorman. Because they keep on, like, from what I can see in the trailers, it's like the same. I mean, obviously it's the same type of comedy, but it's almost like, it feels like they're making the same jokes.
Yeah. So I'm really keen for it, because Anchorman 1, the original, is one of my favorite comedies of all time. But you're right, this new one does look like it's pretty much exactly the same.
I saw it as, like when it came out 10 years ago, which was probably not the best parenting decision. I didn't really get most of it, though.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I never would have watched that movie when I was, what,
because the
6 years old.
The situation was that, like, we were all together, like, me and, like, you know, my big Italian family was all, you know, gathered together doing something, and all the ladies of the family went out to go shopping, and all the bros were just hanging out, and it was like, they wanted to go see Anchorman, but we can't just leave Brad, the youngest boy, home, whatever, just alone. He's 6 years old.
Just drag him on with us.
So he just dragged me to the movies, and I watched Anchorman. I did not know what some of those words meant.
Was it the typical, Dad, what does that mean?
I don't even
explain that
remember
later to his.
I'm sure I asked, but I don't even remember at this point.
I see no reason that wild bullymong should lollygag about the place,
I'm
disrespecting
gonna
memories of
mess
the
with
former
men.
council.
Oh god, I don't remember how to get into your, like, oh crap, I accidentally threw a grenade at you. God damn it, what's the button to get into inventory? Oh, I don't understand it. Yep. I don't know why I didn't even think of that at first.
Come on, bro. Clear the graveyard.
Alright, I got my fire pistol ready to roll. Light some bitches on fire.
Wait, I have to go down there to do this? I can't just, like... See, I always forget that there's no falling damage in this game. I think there was falling damage in the first one, because I don't know why else I would have the instinct that there was falling damage in Borderlands.
I'm pretty sure there was falling damage in the first one. But after playing so much Halo 3, it's just instinct for me to assume that there's not falling damage, and then that's pretty much how I die in too many games now.
Yeah. I made that mistake for a while. In Call of Duty.
The Call of Duties.
Oh, all of the Call of Duties. Oh, what is this? That looks quite cool.
What is it?
Oh, it's a... Well, that actually does not look quite cool. I don't know why I said that. It just looks better than the gun that I have. It's a revolver.
No, I can't wait till we progress and get all the mad badass guns.
Wait a minute, do I have to reallocate badass points?
Yes. Yes? I think so, yeah.
Here, let's see if I have to do that. Nope, I don't.
Oh, great.
What is your badass rank? Mine is lower than I remember it being.
My current one, I'll have a look for you in a second when we're done fighting these bullymongs. That's what they're called, bullymongs.
Bullymong. The specific one I was talking about earlier was Knuckle Dragger.
Oh, righto. I definitely don't recognize that name.
Anyways, yeah, mine is like 4,000 something, I think. 4,500, something like that.
Is that for your old account?
No, I mean,
Or
that's
your past character?
It's yeah, I mean, it carries over between it. I'm not saying that my badass rank actually fell. I'm just saying, like, in my mind, I thought it was higher than it really is.
Alrighto. I don't remember what my badass rank was for my past account, before my account got blocked.
Oh, yeah.
I could check on this one.
Would you?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Microsoft has a lot of help with that, actually. Going, we don't know, just make a new account and pay for your own Xbox Live.
That was ridiculous. I would have not... I would have just been like, fuck you. Just fuck you. I'm gonna go to your house and throw so many rocks at your window. Well, no, seriously, that is the worst customer service.
Oh, it really was, but I thought if there's nothing they can do about it and I don't know how to fix it, then I guess I have no other option. Oh, for those guys who don't even know, who don't listen to the podcast, basically what happened is my account, when Microsoft updated all the security things, when you had to like add another email and a phone number and all that, I did it. Except, for some reason it stuffed up my account and it glitched up, and basically Microsoft has blocked me out of it because apparently my security stuff isn't up to scratch, except when I update it and fix it, the same thing still happens, even though everything I'm doing is all correct and I verified it and that. So I called Microsoft and they're like, we don't know what the problem is, we can't fix it, see you later. So for like a good month or so I was without Xbox Live, so I wasn't playing a lot of Xbox. But then a good friend of mine, David, he paid for 3 months of Xbox Live for me. I didn't really have the money to spend on more Xbox Live, so he bought me 3 months of Xbox Live, and that's where I'm now, on an account that has no gamer score or levels or achievements and anything really. I lost all my DLC and all that good stuff that we all pay for and love. And now I'm here.
Live in the digital revolution.
Yep, don't you love it?
Yeah. It's the future.
That's why I love having hard copies of things like discs and stuff. When I go into next gen, I don't think I'll go all digital.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My stance has been and will remain, I mean, unless there's a compelling reason not to, just to buy where it's cheapest, which is often a physical copy.
Digital. Oh, a physical copy.
Oh, in my opinion, well, because you can get stuff like in terms of like getting discounts like after it launches.
Oh yeah.
Like, even if you're not buying used, like it'll drop in price on a digital storefront before it drops in price on a I'm sorry, in a physical store than it will be on a digital one.
That's true. Like, it is cheaper first up digitally, but yeah, it's definitely going to get cheaper later on for a physical copy. And I like having my game collection in front of me rather than on my screen, like opening up my drawer and seeing how many games I got. That's always good. And then there's Simon, who's the complete opposite.
Yeah, Simon who's just like, I want to not see my console. Simon's one of our co-hosts, or he is the host of
the host
broadcast audio show. But yeah,
the best podcast out.
Yeah, but he does not want any cords or any consoles or any whatever clutter in his life, which is respectable. But at the same time, I like having the option of going to get a physical thing.
Yeah. I completely forget where I've got to go, and I have no idea where you are, Brad.
Find fuse. We gotta go this way, I guess.
I'm pretty sure the fuse is where this big electric field is.
Oh yeah, it does.
I remember going over here.
Stupid little thing. It has you run into the fence a few times before it tells you what else to do.
Yeah. My memory of what to do and where to go in this game is quite limited now. Like, I'm sure later on when there's some puzzles going on or something, like, I completely forget what I'm going to do. So what are your thoughts, pretty much because we're in the launch of both consoles right now? As a sake to look on in the future, what's your thoughts of, like, you know, the current launch, how both systems have gone about it? And
I mean, as somebody who doesn't own either one yet, one is coming in the mail, the PlayStation 4 for me. I mean, I think it's a standard hardware launch. Like, these games that they look great right now, but in 3-4 years we're gonna look back and be like, we were playing garbage.
Yep,
And
that's exactly what happened with this. Well, now it's the past generations.
I do think that actually, like, the overall quality, it won't be like perfect Dark Zero and cameo elements of power and Resistance Fall of Man. Like, I think it'll actually, these games will hold up better than those. But at the same time, like, you know, people talk about, like, oh, the failure rate and blah blah blah, the blue light of death, the Xbox One grinding disc thing. Like, those are, I mean, I've not seen stats for the Xbox One problem, but I suspect that those affect so few people that these are just non-issues. And at the end of the day, people are gonna buy these things. People like to, you know, talk about like it's the end days of console gaming or something. But at the end of the day, people are gonna buy these. People are gonna play them. Everybody's gonna have fun. But in terms of the actual launch, like, you know, the firmware for either of these things is being constantly updated, because I don't want to say they weren't ready for launch, but they you know, they don't have all the features they will eventually. Where the hell are we going?
I have no idea. I have a feeling, because I've gone up on top of this building a couple of times, I have to crouch jump up here. Oh, there's a ladder there. I've been crouch jumping this whole time, but
no game should ever force you to crouch jump, ever. I think we just need to kill this guy.
Unless it's Halo custom games. So many maps I always played.
Yeah, but like, that's not something that a developer did.
Yeah.
Here we go. Run through the fence. Tee.
Whoa! That looked like it hurt. Do it again.
Do it again.
Maybe you're not running fast enough. Ooh, I got it. You just
I do not remember doing this part, that's for sure.
If I could, make a suggestion, you
I'm gonna
could shoot the fuse box to shut off the electricity.
Donde está? There it is.
Oh, there it is.
maybe grab it with your teeth.
In general, ignore any advice Claptrap gives you.
Just plug that fuse in a Brewster's power box, and you'll be able to ride the elevator.
Well, time to get to this Brewster's place.
But anyways, to go back to these console launches, I think these things are more similar than they are different. The Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. As much as people like to complain about the difference between the cloud and not having the cloud, and the GDDR3 RAM and the whatever RAM, like they're 99% the same. Like, yes, is 1080p better than 900p? Yeah, but
it's not noticeable. It's hardly noticeable.
As these things get optimized, they're both going to end up running at whatever resolution, like the same resolution, 1080p.
Especially games that are made for both consoles. No one's going to make a game specifically stronger for whatever console is stronger. I'm pretty sure the PS4 is actually the stronger console. But yeah, like games that are on both are going to look exactly the same. Exclusives won't have a lot of difference because the developers who make the exclusive games are just going to max out both systems eventually, and they'll both look amazing anyway.
Yeah, I'm more excited for when we're a few years down the line and there are a substantial number of games that are next-gen only. Because that's when you see, like, developers doing things that they couldn't do on current-gen consoles.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you look at the PS3 and Xbox 360 launch games, and how bad they looked and ran, and then you look at, what, Halo 4 and The Last of Us. I'd say The Last of Us is PS4's best looking game, and Halo 4 is Xbox's. Like, they are completely different.
What is to be said for Beyond Two Souls?
Oh, that's true, actually.
Um,
I'm yet to play Beyond Two Souls, but
I
from
mean,
what
I've
I've
yet to
seen,
play it either, but it's just I see it and I'm like, that game looks pretty. But yeah, I mean, honestly, there are current gen games that I'm more excited for. Like now that it's been announced, my new most anticipated game. It's actually, well, actually no. I think Infamous Second Son is probably still my most anticipated game because it's newer. But if I had to only play Persona 5 or Infamous Second Son, I would choose Persona 5.
I would probably choose Infamous.
Infamous is
I
like,
only played a little bit of Persona 4 Golden, and like it was great, that's for sure. But I'm definitely more keen for Infamous.
yeah, I mean, Infamous is probably like my third most wanted game possible. Persona 5 is my second most wanted game possible. So
What's number one?
no, another
Oh,
Dissidia
shit, I
game.
fell off it.
Are we each supposed to go up here?
Yeah, we are. I just fell off. Another what? Sorry.
Another Dissidia game. Dissidia
Oh
Final
yeah, the
Fantasy.
City games are amazing.
Yeah, I played the hell out of those on the PSP. And,
Yeah,
oh, dude,
I
we're
only
supposed to
played one of
purchase
them
a
on the
shield.
PSP.
We're not supposed to be jumping up on the fucking roof.
Oh god damn it! I feel like such a Borderlands nerd again.
Well done. Now, if you could return to Liarsburg, we could see about getting you off this.
Well, we already told you that we're not exactly the Borderlands experts, so
Yeah, and it's hard to kind of pay attention to what's really going on while you're talking. But yeah,
how YouTube commentators do this, I'll never know.
I think it just probably will come with practice, you know.
Probably. So bear with us, viewers / listeners.
You are learning alongside us here.
Yep.
But yeah, Dissidia is here. Get up back on the elevator thing.
Oh, I got to get a shield.
Oh.
That's one that I can afford. Not many at all.
Yeah, Dissidia was and remains one of my favorite games. I have it on my Vita. It doesn't feel quite as good as when I got used to it playing it on the PSP, but you know. I mean, that
Isn't
game.
there a console Dissidia?
No, there's not.
Okay.
I hope they make another one. Like I'm starting to wonder if they ever will. I think that Duodecim sold like pretty well, especially for a PSP game in 2011.
Yeah.
But
The Dissidia games are my favorite Final Fantasy games.
oh, same here. By far and away. Like
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've never been too into the core Final Fantasy games at all. But, you know, Dissidia was so much fun. Because I remember it was a free demo on PSP back when I played my PSP all the time. So I thought, oh, I'll try that, you know, free game. Fell in love with the demo and then went out and bought the game and fell in love even more.
yeah, I remember that's probably one of the most anticipated like times I've ever had for a game, where it was when that sequel was coming out. And it, you know, the sequel was really more iterative than it didn't really move the series forward that much. Just because it was like you added in assists, but other than that, it had a lot of recycled content from the original, and it's just like whatever. But I just realized we've been recording this for a while, so we're gonna end this first episode of our playthrough here, and make sure you come back for our next episode, as it were. So with the Public Gamer broadcast, I'm Brad Murphy, and this is
Sam Nicholson?
and we out.